Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV. This time we're looking at the items from the Moogle treasure trove, the Hunt for Scripture. This event takes place on March the 14th at 1 AM PDT and will last until the launch of patch 6.1, which is mid-April. They feature 3 rewards here, including a Mamasheba earring, we have a Kamoi, and we also have the Tamamo headband, usually locked behind a fate chain. So if you're unfamiliar with Moogle rewards, essentially what you do is do a list of objectives, get the tomes, and then exchange them in starting city-states for rewards. As you can see here, we've got 10 tomes as a reward for doing the Praetorium, the 8-player unskippable cutscene-filled adventure through the MSQ that takes just under an hour to complete. We have 7 tomes as a reward for Castrum Meriadnum, also unskippable cutscenes, or Dun Scaith, which is of course a Alliance raid. And then we have for 5 tomes, you can do the Weeping City of Mark, a quite fun Alliance raid. Now we have 3 for a loss or 5 for a win of PvP, including Borderlands Ruins Secure, Seal Rock Seas, the Fields of Glory Shatter, Onsal Hakia Danshig Nadham, or Hidden Gorge. This is a great opportunity to bring up Revival Wings. I do mention this every time. A great little community. If you Google that, you can find a Discord link where you can group up with other people. PvP will be active during this time, especially Hidden Gorge. If you want to get some of the mounts from Hidden Gorge's achievements, this is a great opportunity to do so, and I would highly advise it. If PvP is not your thing, however, there's lots of other ways of getting these tomes, including 4 tomes for completing Copperbell Mines Hard, Faris Sirius, the Keeper of the Lake, or Aurum Vale. It's worth pointing out that Aurum Vale is the fastest of these with a Blue Mage. Of course, you can go through and destroy it with Blue Mage and all of the new skills in about 7 minutes or something like that. I think the fastest time was, if you want to metagame that. If not, just do some of those dungeons randomly and you'll get 4 tomes. You can get 3 tomes for doing Desmal Darkhold, the level 44 dungeon, or the Void Ark Alliance raid. You can get 2 tomes for doing either Hell's Keer, Reef of Snakes, or Jade Stower. Doesn't seem to be on any other difficulty than normal, so those might be a good option as well, something that you might be able to spam. Relatively easy, honestly, kind of brain dead these days. So let's look at the actual item rewards then, but first, this is where those locations are. Like I say, the 3 starting city-states, Limsa, Laminsa, New Gridania, and Uldar. You probably have seen these icons before in those places, but that's where those are. For 100 tomes then, you can get the Mamasheba earring. This is a second chance of actually being able to get this earring. It actually has been in the game before, including in one of these Moogle events. And for those of you who missed out in the past, or maybe you're new to the game, this is a great opportunity to actually get this for just 100 tomestones, which is what, 10 runs of Praetorium, if you really don't like yourself. Or you could just do it casually over the course of time and accumulate them by just playing the game and doing various duties, which is definitely what I recommend. 10 runs of Praetorium if you really want to, but yeah, there are much better and more relaxing ways to actually get this many tomes. And it's a pretty nice looking earring, I think you'll agree, and a great one to add to your collection if you haven't already got it. Next up then, in-game we have the Euphonious, there we go, that's English, isn't it? Kamoi Fife, which is from Suzaku. You can get this with 50 tomes if you can't get that to drop, or you just want that mount. Very nice mount. Then we have, again for 50 tomes, we have the Modern Aesthetics Controlled Chaos, a really nice hairstyle, definitely one I would recommend getting. Then we have the Primogenitor Orchestrion Rolled, which is obviously, again, for 50 tomes, which sounds like this. So that might be something you want to pick up. Then we have the ostensibly special Time Worn map ×2. So you get 2 of these maps for 30 tomes. These are basically just the normal treasure maps that you do to get the portals to go inside the new treasure map dungeon. So if you still have yet to get the Archangel Wings or any of the other rewards, for example, or mats to craft stuff, This will actually give you a guaranteed portal. You get 2 of these guaranteed portal maps for 30 tomes. That's pretty good in my opinion, but don't expect the market board prices for any of your items from a treasure map dungeon to stay anywhere reasonable. These are going to crash hard, so it might be a great opportunity for you to pick up the Archangel wings and a few other bits as well with Gil. The Tamamo headband is a really lovely headband. I remember farming this back in the day in Stormblood and making a video on it on the Fox Fate. It's a dyeable headband usable pretty much by everybody level 1 and above, and will cost you 30 tomes, so you can skip all of that Fate camping. Very nice stuff. Now we've got some mounts then. These are from the, at least the first 2 are from the Beast Tribes. So for 30 tomes you can get the Drakehorn, which is the Cavalry Drake, which has a lovely action ability to breathe fire. And also for 30 tomes you can get the Laurel Gobu Horn, which has the ability to sneeze on people. That's also for 30. Then we have stuff from the Extremes in A Realm Reborn. So we've got the Ithon Whistle, that horsey, for 30. We've got Boreas for 30. Then we have some Birdos from Heavensward. We've got the White Lana for 30. And then we've got the Rose Lana also for 30, which is quite nice. Then we can't really show it any other way, so I might as well just show it here. For 30 tomes, you can exchange your tomestones for 50,000 MGP with an MGP Platinum card. If there's nothing else on the list that you probably have your eye on, this is a great way of actually getting something out of the event passively. Perhaps you're doing your roulettes and dungeons, and you just end up with tomes. You can exchange 30 of them for 50,000 MGP. You never know what they might add to the Gold Saucer in the future. Great option. Other items then, including some stuff that's usually crafted bill or from other places, is housing related stuff. We've got the Botanist Garden for 30, which looks like that. We've got the Lily Floor Lamp, which is quite a nice lamp actually, for 30. We got the Lily Wall Lamp for 30 as well. Quite nice. I have a few of these. We've got a Simple Curtain, which is dyeable, for 30. And we've got the Oasis Wall Mounted Fountain as well for 30 there. Quite a nice water feature if you haven't got that. Alright, past the housing items, we have some gear then. They've decided to do the Late Allegan maiming stuff here. So this is the Late Allegan Mask of Maiming. So each of these pieces is 15 tomes each. So obviously there are, 5 pieces to a set, 15 for individual pieces. This is what the maiming set looks like in the game then. I thought that would be the easiest thing to do. If you want to get this set, you can get the pieces of it for 15 tomes a piece. There's 5 pieces. And I've also put on here, as you can see, for 15 pieces you can get the striking stuff, which looks like this. And also they've got the scouting stuff on here as well, for 15 tomes a piece, which looks like this as well. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't do the other sets. It seems to be only striking, scouting, and maiming. But there we go. Anyway, past that point then, we have some riding maps if you want to increase the speed of mounted speed, rather, in certain areas. You can get a Middle Lenosha map, Lower Lenosha, Eastern Lenosha, Western Lenosha, Upper Lenosha, and Outer Lenosha, all for 10 tomes a piece. Pretty good if you haven't got those. Then we have the Behemoth Hair Minion. Behemoth Hair. There we go. This is a pretty nice minion for 7. You can definitely get your hands on this. It's a wonderful minion. Speaking of minions, for another 7, you can get the Ivon Quillfist doll, which looks absolutely awesome. And then we got some triple triad cards. We've got 3 of those. We have the Guidance Node card, which usually is 7 tomes. Is 7 tomes. We've got a Gembu card, which is 7 tomes. And then we have the Argath Fidelthus card, which is also for 7 tomes. And then finally, we have 2 Orchestrion rolls. We have Indomitable, which sounds like this, for 7. And then finally we have Keepers of the Lock for 7 as well, which sounds like this. And there we go. That's all of the rewards and what they pretty much look like. I've tried my best here. It says here there is some exceptions on this, like the Outer Lenosha riding map. Oh, I see. So there are things locked behind certain quest completions, especially like Arga Fidalphus locked behind an Alliance raid usually. So, you know, you have to have these quests actually completed to get those cards and those maps, etc. It's kind of self-explanatory, but there we go. That's the full list of all of those items. Hopefully it has helped give you a visual representation of what you're looking at. And obviously, you know, I find this helpful for myself to look back on personally as like a checklist. Anyway, much love. Let me know what you're most excited for out of this list. If this helped, let me know below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.